Alrighty, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm gauging where her recall is at, how I'm going to start teaching her the recall. This video I had done a couple repetitions before this with her, and so I was in this, I think this was like the third session we were doing. Each session is only, like, literally only 2 to 3 minutes. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want it to be too much of a negative thing for her. And I'm kind of gauging where she's at, seeing what she's doing with different dogs. How is she ignoring me, and what kind of pressure does she need to feel like she needs to turn it off. Once again, we don't want to do like super harsh corrections. It's just enough to get her to turn it off. And she's a very resilient dog, so any corrections that may seem too harsh, she handles like a champ. You guys picked a really good dog. Anyway. Alrighty, so here, let's see, turn up the volume. So here it's just loose leash, same thing we've been working on her not pulling. I'm not expecting her to be in a heel. The only expectation that I have for her right now is to respond when I call her to come. But this is still in the learning phase that I later realize is she really struggles with the recall. Zuma, come! Alright, so right there you see me give her 2 corrections. First, I allow her to walk forward, nonchalant, as if nothing is going on. Right, she's walking. Zuma, come! And then, when I feel like she's not paying attention to me, that's when I will start walking backwards slowly. This gives her the chance to actually turn and check in with me, so that if she was paying attention to me, if she wasn't paying attention to me and then she turned and saw that I was moving and she came towards me, I would reward that because she's going, hey, I'm on leash, I need to be looking at you. So this gives us the possibility to work with, to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that first correction that I gave her was initially to start getting her to come towards me. So Zuma, come. I say her name first in order to get her attention, and then come to tell her what I want her to do. Now what you'll see is she turned around and she was initially walking towards me right there. She started to walk towards me a little bit, and then she saw something at that tree right there. Now I correct her here because she's getting distracted. I need her to stay focused and complete this behavior. When I'm initially teaching the recall, I want to teach a stationary behavior as well. That way the dog has an identifiable command that will help them calm. So that that's not the way to say it. So the dog, it comes to you more calm and is not just running past you. Because if I had done a recall and she just ran past me, well, technically she did come to me, but she blew past me. With this, she knows there's a whole sequence of events that she needs to go through in order to get the praise. Girl! Good girl, Zumi! Good girl! Freak! So here I'm starting to incorporate her release word. This shows her that, hey, you are no longer in command, you can go be a dog. What this will help us with is, say you guys are walking to the park, and if she's e-collar trained, she has a really good recall, and you have that backup with the e-collar. So say you're at the park and you're playing ball with her, or you're walking to the park and going to play ball with her, and she's in a heel. Well, how do you tell her, Zuma, you can exit this heel and go be a dog? That's where you would use this release word, break, which means, hey, you're no longer command, you can go ahead, and you can do this for a sit. If you teach her place, or like go to your bed, from a down, this is just letting her know, hey, go be a dog. Zuma, come. There we go. So there's that first correction. Good girl. Come. Sit. Okay, so that's where it gets a little funky. She starts to struggle a little bit. Let me see what the next one is. I think I'm doing
I usually take that home with me.
Let's see. Yep, so just more repetitions. You see me delivering those corrections.
Good girl.
You see me delivering those corrections whenever she gets distracted and is going a different direction. Remember, anytime I correct her, it's to point her in the proper direction.
Good job,
I want to lead her
Good
to
girl,
success.
Zoomy.
That's my whole point. Is I want to lead her to where she will be successful. And this black shepherd isn't kind of in the way in this video. Anytime that I'm giving her commands, he's also my training dog, and he's just right there doing all the commands with her.
Zuma, come.
So that was really, really good. I said it and I waited. See, when you're watching them do it, so we're watching her walk, right?
Zuma, come.
And even though that turnaround is super slow, you can see that slack in the line right there. There's no pressure. She is making that choice to come to me, which is why I respond the way I did. Super high-pitched voice. I want her to know, hey, that is exactly what I'm looking for. And when she comes, her tail is wagging a little bit more. She looks like she's a little bit more happy to come to me, which means that is reinforcing to her.
Oh my goodness, that's a baby. Oh, what a good dog. What a good baby girl. Let's go. That's a good dog.
She's walking through this group of dogs beautifully. No tension on the leash.
Zuma, come.
Right there again, okay? So even though she was turning, I wanted to catch her right before she made a mistake, which was she was going to go over to this husky. Like right over here, right there. She was going to go over there. But I delivered that correction so I could keep her on track.
Good. Good girl. Zuma, come.
There we go.
Good
Beautiful.
girl. Right to me.
She
like
came
a
right
good
to me.
dog.
It
Right
seemed
to
like
me
she knew
like
what
a
I was
good
talking
dog.
about a little bit, but I'm still going to reward, and I'm still going to use that release word that so she gets in the habit of listening to those words and looking for them.
Zuma, come. Sit. Good girl.
So
That's
heavy
so
reinforcement when she completes the
good.
behavior, even
That's
if I'm
so
correcting.
good.
I want her to. I'm still showing her where she's going to be
Let's go.
successful.
Good. Sit. Sit. Good dog. Break.
Right here, I'm clicking it to make sure she doesn't think that, hey, when this leash is released, I can just go and be a crazy girl. I want to kind of take it off and be a little bit sneaky with it. So she doesn't really know when the leash is on and doesn't really know when the leash is off.
Good girl.
So she followed me nicely right there. I took that turn and she was paying attention. That's what I mean by if she's paying attention, it helps us practice that loose leash walking.
Zuma, come. That's a dog. That's a girly.
So right there, you'll see she's starting to pick up on the auto sit about it, the auto sit for the come. There is slack in the line, so there's no tension, And she automatically goes into that sit. Hey, this is
That's
every time you've said
dog.
come, you're
That's
expecting a sit,
girly.
and I get
That's
with it.
girly. Good girl. Good girl. Break.
So right there, you did probably, I didn't even see me take it off.
Girl. Good
So right there, I'm
girl.
super sneaky about it. I'm rewarding her, so hopefully her ears are a little bit distracted, and then I take the leash off and I release her. And now,
That's a good
at
girl.
first she's like, hey, am I still on leash? And then she realizes that I can actually walk a little bit farther, and then she's good.